Hello YouTubes. So I've had a couple people message me asking me if I still do YouTube videos, and the answer is yes. I didn't do it over the winter. I live in New England. We had a very harsh winter this year. A lot of snow, a lot of equipment down, so I've been very busy. I have done stuff to all of the cars you didn't get to see, because every time I did anything to one of the cars, I would get 10 minutes to do something, to tinker with it, and then go back to something else. So it would have been a lot of broken up video, a lot of editing, and each 10-minute thing might have been a 2-minute segment. And every 2 minutes I'd be in different clothes, and it just didn't make sense. So, like you guys, I wrench on my cars to keep myself sane and, cheer me up. So, when I was recording these things, a lot of it was for me, and, I couldn't just not do it and wait to make a video. I needed to have my time to, relax. So I'll fill you in on what's been done and what's going to happen in the future. And, there's Tomato. She's already gone out for her first ride. She's running good. I'll tell you what I did to her over the winter in a second. Right now, the heater core has been blown since I bought the car. And when it gets good and hot, you'll get some steam through the vents. So I've got to loop the heater core. I'm honestly thinking of deleting it, because that car is never going to go out in the winter. The big thing for that car is having air conditioning. I may leave it just for a defrost feature, but I don't really need it, so we'll probably just get rid of the heater core entirely. Right now we're in Gramps, obviously, by the racing seats. A lot's been done to this one too, and I'm going to fill you in on that. I know I say a lot. I'm sure there's a word that all of you say that you don't realize you say it so much. So, this one's had a bunch. It's got an IPD turbo cam in it now. It had a T-cam in it, but now it's got the IPD T-cam. It's got an IPD adjustable timing gear now. It's got 42-pound injectors, which are already maxed out instantly, so it's going to go to a 1000cc injector. What else? What else did you miss? Some new tubing. It broke an oil line for the turbo. We were doing some maintenance on it, doing an alternator and stuff, and one of my helpers snugged up the line a little too tight and it broke, so I had to make a new line. And when we did that and got the car running again, we actually found out that this turbo was starting to wear out. I'll show you this play in it. So I ordered a new turbo. The turbo is going to be here Friday. That'll be one of the videos. It's getting a GT45. It's a Max Speeding Rods turbo. It's got a billet wheel. And it's going to be a 68 inducer, 68 millimeter, and 98 exducer, which is fairly bigger than what's in here now. So between that, the 1000cc injectors, and the new cam and the adjustable timing gear and everything, we should see some really good numbers in this car this year. This one was no slouch to begin with. It was a very fast car, but this should be even better. So I'll be showing you that. It's the car's got a T3, new turbo's a T4. Got an adapter. I'm going to see what I think of this, but it's going to raise the turbo that much. So worst case, what I'm going to do is cut this T4 flange off, cut off the T3 flange, and weld it on. We'll see what we do with that. I also got it a turbo blanket, which I took off to start looking at this and taking it apart, so I'll show you that. What else? Oh yeah, we bought a boost pressure test kit. I'm shocked I didn't own one. I put pressure to this car, found out that the blow-off valve was letting go at about 18 pounds just by itself. And with, what does this one got? It's got a Turbo XS, Turbo XS blow-off valve. And from what I read on their website, there's these basically washer shims that bump up the pressure in it. So I'm going to have to put one in for the new turbo so we can go over 20 pounds. We also bought a lunchbox locker for this car, a Dana 30 locker. This car's not Posi. Tomato has a limited slip. So we're going to put the locker in this. I'm going to do a video on that. I was going to do the video on it. I started taking the car apart, but apparently on that Dana 30 that's in this car, which I've never dealt with the little Dana 30 axles, I've always done big Danas, you have to take the carrier bearing off to get the reluctor ring off for the speed, and you have to do that in order to get to the bolts for the ring gear and everything. So I didn't have my bearing puller that day with me at the shop, so when I go to do this, I will bring you along and show you guys how to put a locker in one of these and what you have to do. It's not really a big deal. It's just, you know, tedious. Like anything else in these cars, it's just a bunch of different steps, but it's all easy to do. We're gonna do that. While it was at the shop, we did four-wheel brakes on this car because I had them, and I figured with all the horsepower in this car, it should have great brakes. So we put in new rotors all the way around, new pads all the way around, two front new calipers because I had them. It needs one line over there, the rubber hose. I have the pair of them, so I'm going to do them. It also needed a master cylinder. I'll put a picture in here, but we were losing brake fluid and it wasn't making a mess on the ground. So my brother said, well, you checked everything else, check the master into the booster. And I said, yeah, I was thinking that. We pulled the master off, and sure as heck, the back of the master cylinder was leaking right into the booster. So we changed out the master, and man, it's got a pedal now. So that's great. I definitely want good brakes. So let's do a walk around with the cars. I'll show you what's going on. New IPD pedal pads. I love IPD. There's the turbo blanket. Okay, let's go out. Okay, so the latest on Gramps. Here's the turbo, the whole set. Got quite a bit of play in it. That one's pretty worn out. I could rebuild that, but why rebuild when we can upgrade? So let's do that. The IPD timing gear, the new cam. It's got a brand new alternator. I changed out the big giant jug for the little washer jug. Much better. Mine needed a pump, and this whole thing cost less than a pump. This thing's like 19 bucks on Amazon with the bracket, the pump, everything. So I put one of these in both cars. I like these ones. Mac boost solenoid. I've got to wire it into the Mega Squirt and then put it into the new turbo setup. But now the Mega Squirt will control boost, which will be really nice. It can fine tune. I don't know if you can see down there. I did new tie rods, inner and outers. I did new boots. Both sides of my boots were ripped, so they're done. MSD blaster coil. This is which one was this one? This is a Blaster Pro or something, and a ballast resistor to go with it, because we're still trying to find out what the limit is to this distributor. I'm hoping this year we're going to throw her on a dyno, run it up with this, and then run it up with the LS coils and see if it makes a difference, and we'll find out where that thing limits out. We did put 42-pound injectors in this. They're already running into like 80% duty cycle with the turbo it has, so with the new one, they're it's not going to make it, so we're getting 1,000 cc's for this car. What else was done on this one? New cable end on this side, a little bit of plumbing, a little bit of wiring. I did better grounds on this engine and stuff when I did the alternator. On the back, I did a new antenna because it didn't have one. Tomato is sitting on Coronas now with brand new tires. The old ones wore out to no point anymore. So here's Tomato, just the way we all remember her. Let's open the hood. And like movie magic, I'm in front of the car in 3, 2, boom, movie magic. Can't believe I can do magic now. So she looks a lot different than last year when you saw her. Same tank I was just showing you on Gramps. This motor, we took it apart this winter. We were going to do the timing belt. I wanted to do a head gasket because it was smelling like coolant in the exhaust. And I rebuilt this turbo while we had it apart because this one was blowing some oil. So we did new rings and everything in the turbo. I found the piston slap. You can rock these pistons quite a bit. It looks like somebody did a minor bore job on this, like maybe 10 over, and then put back a stock piston. So it's got quite a bit of play in the pistons, but they'll still live for a while. So we're gonna keep running it till it pops. I've got another motor anyway. The head was in good shape. Cleaned it up. I did a little bit of pocket porting on it, cleaned that out, and it was just really good shape. The valves were in great shape. I do believe this was rebuilt at some point, but I think they just goofed when they put the pistons in. They didn't buy a bigger piston for it. It's got a full new timing set. It's got a new starter. I might have done a video on that, I don't remember, but it's got a new starter. And I think that's all for Tomato this winter. I think the big thing was doing the head gasket and the timing belt on it. So, not much to see here, but you did miss that. What else? What else? Oh yeah, we got a Lexus GS 300 with a 2JZ. That'll be another video. Maybe I'll throw it in here, I don't know. But yeah, and I worked on the race car some, which I will put some clips into that, but we finished up some wiring that's been desperately needed, and we should have her out and running this week. So that's an exciting moment. Also, I bought another one of these Max solenoids for Tomato. There's the new master cylinder, and give me 3 seconds for movie magic and we'll be in the GS. 3, 2, okay, I'm back with movie magic. Here's the GS. It's a 98 Lexus GS 300 with the important part, a 2JZ GE. This will be a GTE when it's done. Obviously, I love turbos. So, already got some parts picked out. Sheet metal intake, twisted header, probably a Garrett GT45 for now. Haven't picked what ECU it's going to have yet. I think this car is going to a Haltech, but we'll see what happens. And I think this car is also getting a CDO09 swap, but we'll see what happens there. Let's go inside it. It's a one-owner car. It was maintained pretty flawlessly. It's very, very clean. So, it's a really, really decent car. This box is its new radio, so I'm gonna go do that, and you know, I'll come back. You guys should go play with your cars, and I'm sorry I've been distant. I'm not trying to be, but as you know, playing with your cars keeps you sane. So go be sane, and I'll see you on the next one.